Hey homies, it's Tamiron and welcome to another episode of the P3T podcast. Hello guys, welcome to a P3T special episode. Yeah, Doniko peke yangu. This is actually editing Tamiron. I mean, she's no different from normal Tamiron. It's just that she's alone. Yeah, she doesn't have companions. Yeah. Anyway, hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas and an even better New Year. I want to say same, but yeah, not same. Christmas is amazing. I cannot complain. But New Year's, you guys, it's been too hectic. It's been too hectic. Hey, I've not even had time to reflect on my 2022, to go through the goals I had written for myself and to see where I've achieved them, and like what goals need to be pushed over to 2023. But we'll get there. But msikwe ka mimi. I will get this done soon. I promise. By the time this episode is going up, I will have done that, and I hope that you will have done that too, and that you will have actually started on working on those goals. What were gym? I am speaking directly to you. I hope nitawaona from January to December. Hakuna mambo ya kukaa gym siku 3 alafu give up. There's nothing like that. Consistency, my guys. Yeah, that's how you see results. So I hope I'll see you guys at the end of the year, because I know I'll be there to the end of the year. So I hope I'll see you. I hope I'll see you to the end of the year. Anyway, this is a special kind of episode, like I had earlier mentioned, because it's a blooper episode. All those bloops and bleepings we've been having through 2022, yeah, all compiled into one episode. Honestly, I did not know how I was going to do this, but I knew there was no way you were going to enter an episode and just hear random sounds. It would be awkward. I mean, it would make sense if it was video, but this is audio. You have to do a bit more. So basically, I'll be your guide through this episode. You'll be hearing my voice in and out. And yeah, hope you're good with that. Just stay through. I promise it'll be a good episode. I hope my creative vision for it will be able to be implemented. But I know it will. Stick around and you'll see how beautiful it will come out. But anyway, so yeah, I think that's enough of me rambling and talking, and it's time for us to actually get into the flesh of the episode. Guys, you know our intro, yeah? It's as simple as, hi, I'm Pauline, I'm Pal, I'm Priscilla, I'm Tamiron, and welcome to P3T podcast. Simple, easy, straight to the point, yeah? But even with an opening line, even with something predetermined that we say at the beginning of every episode, we never fail to mess up. I don't know that there's I don't know that there's an episode I've edited where we've not messed up the intro. I don't think there's any. I do not think there's any. So anyway, here goes our intro mishaps of 2022.
Hi, I'm Pauline.
Hey, I'm Priscilla.
I'm Pal.
And am I always the last one?
Yeah.
P3T every day. We can start again.
Sorry. And this is the P3T podcast.
So now we're just supposed to be like, okay, never mind. Hi, I'm Pauline.
Hey, I'm Priscilla.
I'm Pal.
And I'm Tamiron, and this is the
P3T podcast.
Okay. Wait. Okay. So, upon my voice. Hi, I'm Dre. Hi, I'm Dave. I'm done.
And I'm Tamiron, and
That was so detached.
And I'm Tamiron.
Take 2.
hi, I'm
Pauline.
Hey, I'm Priscilla.
I'm Pal.
And I'm Tamiron.
And this is the this is
Welcome to and this
Okay.
is whatever. We can start again.
Hi, I'm Pauline. Hey, I'm Priscilla.
I'm Pal.
And I'm Tamiron.
I'm waiting for Hi, I'm Hi, it's Pauline. Hey, I'm Priscilla.
You said you.
Hey, I'm Pauline. Hi, I'm Pauline.
Okay. Calm down.
Hi, I'm Pauline. Hey, I'm Priscilla.
I'm Pal.
And I'm Tamiron.
And this is the P3T podcast.
Woo! Hi, I'm Pauline. Hey, I'm Priscilla.
I'm Pal.
And I'm Tamiron.
I was like, whose episode is it? And this is the P3T podcast. Sorry, I don't know what that was. Hi, I'm Pauline. Hey, I'm Priscilla.
I'm Pal.
And I'm Tamiron.
And this is the P3T podcast.
Hi, I'm Pauline. Hey, I'm Priscilla.
I'm Pal.
And I'm Tamiron.
And this is the P3T podcast.
Did I say it to you?
It's like I've got all of us. Hi, I'm Pauline. Hi, this is Priscilla.
You said this.
Just say I'm Priscilla.
You guys usually say hi, then I just say I'm Pal.
And I'm Tamiron. Okay. Silas maendelea.
Hi, I'm Pauline. Sorry, that sounded a bit. Hi, I'm Pauline. Hi, I'm Pauline.
Hey, I'm Priscilla. I'm Pal.
And I'm Tamiron.
And this is the P3T podcast. Actually, we sound finished.
Oh, just
Okay. Energy. All right. Hi, I'm Pauline.
Hey, I'm Priscilla. I'm Pal.
And I'm Tamiron.
And welcome to the P3T podcast.
Hey. Why, munizike. Guy, what was that chorus? And welcome to the P3T podcast. Never again. We thank God those are the dark days of the past. And where do they remain? In the past. Say it with me. In the past. Thank you. Moving on swiftly. Now, as you speak to people and as you get to know people, you realize that there are certain words they just keep on repeating. Now, for this particular segment, I am calling it Priscilla's catchphrase. Yes, okay, guys, I'm not the best at coming up with titles. Let's move past that, okay? My titles will suck. My titles for this segment will suck. But anyway, we move. Guys, come on, mesikiza all these episodes. You know there's a word Priscilla never misses to say. In every episode, hebu fikiria katika dakika gai hui. Okay, let's not go there. Just think for like 2 seconds. What is that word Priscilla says over and over again? I'll give you 2 seconds. You have it? Nice. Now quickly head on over to the P3T podcast Instagram. Literally, it's just P3T podcast. Umeifollow? Would you follow? Follow say. Have you liked our post? Would you like our post? Like them now. And then quickly head on over to the snippet for this episode and type, what is that word? What is that catchphrase that you think Priscilla has been saying over and over through 2022? If you're right, wonderful. You'll get to know in like 2 seconds. If you're wrong, man, you're probably right. But we just picked one word. In short, we just picked one word. So anyway, here goes Priscilla's catchphrase of 2022.
Okay, anyway.
Either way, the most that comes to mind is. Either way. Cut that. Either way. So.
Mfuatane kando.
Either way, the most that comes to mind is when I was in Tanzania. Either way. Some things are not necessary. Either way. Yeah. Either way, we really do appreciate. The pressure is getting worse and worse. So either way, I think this is my most recent time of desperation.
Hiya, moving on swiftly from Priscilla to Pauline. And there's one thing about Pauline we can all attest to is the fact that she has such, profound thinking. Like, if you listen to the opinions she oppresses, hey! My goodness, if you listen to the opinions she expresses during the episodes, like, my goodness, like, where does she get such intelligence from? Honestly, I feel like it's innate, but she's always telling us, a friend of mine once told me, my sister once told me, so let's hear how many times she actually said that throughout 2022. P.S. I really think these are her thoughts. These are not her sister's thoughts, these are not her friend's thoughts, these are her thoughts. Me, I believe they are her thoughts. Anyway, let's move on. Since I've started creating titles for this segment. Let me just create a title for this segment. I guess we'll call it Pauline downplaying her intelligence and pinning it on others when we all know it's her. Yeah, we agreed. Don't expect the best titles from me. I'm not a titler. Yeah.
Someone told me that if you must compare, and you yourself, you can't sit down and not compare to someone, you might as well compare yourself to Christ, because at least with Christ, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, you will never be enough. Once someone was telling me that they were asked, so now then why do you have a family? You're just going to sit in your pain in silence. What is the purpose of your family? And I was like, kudos. That's very interesting. Okay, so one day I was telling someone how me, when I'm not like having so much excitement or like there's not much happening in my life, I tend to get sad. So they asked me, why is it that if your emotions are not extremely excited or extremely happy or extremely just over the moon, if they're not in the extremes of the positive, they're in the extremes of the negative. Like, why don't we have like an in-between where you're not happy, like things are not perfection, but you're also not sad? Like, someone told me something very interesting. Then they felt like the reason they felt quote-unquote imposter syndrome, self-doubt, is because they weren't affirmed in what they were doing. So every hiccup they felt, they came across, they were like, oh my God, I'm doing the wrong thing. Maybe this is God trying to tell me I'm on the wrong path. Someone actually told me something with relation to that if you live your life in regret, then you are ignoring God's plan in your life.
I feel like we can all agree that those thoughts are actually Pauline's. Yeah, yeah, she's just lying to us. Anasema sijui ni sister yake alimwambia nini, but tunajua ni wewe. We know it's you, Pauline. We know it's you. It's your mind. And that's just how smart she is, and we love her for that. So yeah, guys. Fortunately, I have to put myself on blast as well. I remember telling my fellow P3T, gosh no, my fellow hosts that was planning to put everyone on blast, and they're like, yeah, even you, I hope you're going to put yourself on blast as well. I was like, why? I'm perfect. I've not said anything out of line, out of pocket. Well, it turns out I did, and I might just have offended people, and to that person, it's actually just one person. I'm sorry, but hey, man, ask your namesakes to do better, okay? Your namesakes they have to do better. I mean, yeah. Anyway, let's head on over to that. Andrew he's a very, all these Andrews have issues. Me, no. I think I'm a red flag for me. If your name is Andrew, toxic, Andrew Kibe, Andrew Tate.
May I just say, we don't have hate for Andrews, just those two Andrews.
No, actually, maybe I do.
I know.
I feel like Lokio.
Oh, I know a decent Andrew. Yeah.
I also know a decent Andrew.
Yeah.
Our collaboration with D3T made me
Shout out.
It's called anything but D3T.
Well, those relationships we formed that day actually helped me because man, it was very one of the guys, it was very inspiring how he knew the word, and like
I didn't even sit up. Hey, that's so true, man.
D3T appreciation.
yeah, it was so inspiring, and I was just like, hey, actually, no, I feel like
It was humbling.
It was humbling. Those one, okay, no, I feel like if I single them out, it just makes it.
You'll have to single out something good about
everyone, yeah. But anyway, like the way you could tell, the way you could tell, like this person is not on our level, like spiritually, it was so inspiring. Because I was just like, yo, how do you do this? I literally got.
Did you know how?
I did.
I like pair tips.
I didn't pair tips.
Pair me and
pair tips. I got it. I got it with my fingertips. But anyway. Okay. Well, you know, hey, well, okay, nilipatikana hapo. But like nilichafua rada nikasafisha, you get. Yeah. Anyway, special apologies to Andrew. Andrew Obat. That first part was me like, you know, yeah, it wasn't nice. But then like now the second part, funny enough, after I said all Andrews are toxic, actually met a decent one. And Andrew, sorry for generalizing you, like, you know, and putting you in that category, you know. Yeah, I guess I'm sorry. No, I don't guess. I'm actually genuinely sorry. And to any other Andrew out there who I might just have offended, receive my apologies. But only on condition that you're actually a genuinely good Andrew. Like you're not like your more popular namesakes. That's literally my only condition for you to receive my apology. But anyway, moving on. To a bit of more serious bit of this episode. I think for me, what's coming up had to be one of the most uplifting moments for me in the podcast. Funny enough, it wasn't even for me; it was for Pal. but the way you just spoke life to her in that time, I don't know, that it's if I was to pinpoint a single most time while recording the podcast or while listening to the podcast where I felt like was the most inspiring of all the 1,000 plus minutes of content we created, I'd pinpoint back to this few minutes that we're here to listen to. And wow, it's amazing. It's amazing. I said we're going to put everyone on blast, but pal alipone achupuchupu, aliponea, yeah. So yeah, I guess this is Pal's on blast, but not on blast because hers is cute. But watch her next year. Anyway, let's jump onto that.
Like, and through a whole period of time in high school, like I would just hear people saying, "Hey, pal, she can't sing. You know, she has such bad music." Like,
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
yeah, so people tell me I can't sing. So like for the longest time, I just didn't. And yeah, so now just then I grew back into like now after high school is when I grew back into like singing. Si ati najui kuimba hivyo. Sijui kuimba hivyo lakini
Anajua.
But at least I have basic-ish music theory.
Hey, you're
really good.
She has more than the average person.
Yeah.
So,
like
anajua.
you're such a guide.
Yeah.
Like mtu akianza kuimba harmonies, easy. Try this. And then it
goes so well.
It works much better.
Like it was you who trained us during World Scholars.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
And most notably the musical. More
Yeah.
notably.
Wow. Honestly, every time I hear those words, I don't know, it does something to me. That actually spoke to me about those few minutes of the episode, that few minutes of the 1,000 plus minutes of content we've made throughout 2022. That has definitely been one. It really spoke to me. It spoke to me in ways I can't even express. Especially about friendships and the power of the tongue. You know, always let's uplift our friends, and not only our friends, let's uplift everyone. You know, it's all about love. You know, we are a people of love, so let's share that love with things that seem as simple as words. They can literally almost break you or make you. You know, like sometimes, especially in light of friendship, like something you say to your homie can either break them or make them. So let's make a conscious effort this 2023 to build our homies, you know, to uplift them, to make them feel good. Si ati kila saa tunawachomea for real, sometimes ukichomea tu sana una heart, you get. So once in a while, throw a compliment in there. Come on, guys. Come on. Let that be our goal for 2023. And yeah, in general, and not even when you're speaking to other people, they don't even necessarily have to be your friends. Just let's be mindful of what we say to people, you know. The power of the tongue, guys. As literally a few minutes ago looking for verses that speak about this, and I came across James 3, and it talked about how a simple spark can, you know, set a whole forest ablaze, and that's what the tongue was being equated to. Like simple words you think you're just throwing around can have such a great effect on a person's beliefs, on what they think about themselves, what they think they can do and what they think they can't do. So let's be very mindful about what we say to other people, and you know, just guys, let's uplift each other. It's not even about friends now, like just each other as humanity. Let's speak light to people. Let's be very mindful about what we say. All in all, let's be mindful of what we say. Anyway, to the D3T segment of this. Honestly, words can't even express how grateful I am for... Now I'm speaking to D3T directly. Yeah, I can't express how grateful I am that you guys took time to come, and you were supposed to like spend 2 hours and then you leave, but you spent a whole day with us, and we made such beautiful content that day, and we hopefully founded friendships. Yeah, it's not just in my imagination. Yeah, anyway, thank you so much. And honestly, to be very honest, we didn't know where we'd get guys to do that masculinity episode. So the fact that you guys showed up and you showed out, we're so grateful. And yeah, I guess this is a segment specifically for you, to thank you. Yeah, to thank you guys. And to be very honest, we had quality snippets, not snippets, but bloopers in that episode. Quality, oh my god, hi, my goodness, this snippets, this, we actually, I think that's where the idea of doing a blooper episode was birthed, just by the number of bloopers that were born in that episode. So anyway, let's take a lesson.
Wametuchanganya with all that biology, X, Y, chromosome. We're learning biology. We're learning biology. But it's okay. Hatari. Like there's no bromance. Yeah, and bromance is beautiful.
That's a bit sus, bro.
What? Bromance is beautiful. So, yeah,
Like handsome or like nice. Beautiful, bro.
I mean it's good.
That's toxic.
That's not
No.
When we used to play rugby, we all know rugby. When I used to play rugby.
Don't play rugby, please. It's not healthy.
We all know it's an extremely aggressive sport.
He's an essay writer. He's like one of those Russian guys. He says suffering. He says suffering is a sole origin of consciousness.
When I used to play like in Form 2, there's a time we were playing ISK. We were at the place.
Next day, church weekend.
It's a real responsibility. But the fact that you're not given a chance to like find out and see if your way would still put foot on the
One more.
on the table. Simnaweza tu edit you. It's so you want to go, but a guy would go there. Why? He needs to put foot. He needs to put chakula on like a table. I don't know. I think it's food and table. So food table.
Look at racism. Actually, you see that uko white and you black. What the heck? You know, you would find some I don't know, goldfish that is colder than the other fighting. Of all the creatures, we are like
On record. And then there's one, are we still going to talk about like crying?
us.
Nah, it's okay.
As we leave
We already mentioned that.
No, but you.
Foot. Have you had your foot this morning? Have you had your foot in the evening, have you eaten your food? Hey, my goodness. I. If you guys actually listen to the masculinity episode, especially the second one, you'll actually hear him say food twice. Yeah, that twice I put in a blooper. Yeah, that's actually how many times he said it. So if you actually listen to the episode, you hear him say food. And I remember just having to quickly apologize and be like, yo, just forgive me, man. It has to be in the episode. It just has to be in the episode. It's too funny. There's no way it's being left out. You know, like it added some extra flavor to the episode that honestly, without it, I don't know. Anyway, I'm putting him on blast again in the blooper episode because it was actually a blooper. Yeah. Hi, David. Hi, Jai. It's all love, yeah? It's all love. Like, we move from that, yeah? Yeah? Nice. Okay. Moving on to the next segment, which is the ghetto days when we did not have Apple Podcasts. Can you imagine? Like, I'm not even lying to you. That except Apple Podcasts literally almost became our slogan. Literally. Just by how much we said it and how much it was being quoted back to us. It literally became our slogan. But anyway, thank God these ghetto days are in the past and we can look back and laugh because now, yeah, we moved. Thanks to the grace of the Lord, we moved. I can't even tell you why I can't even explain to you why we were not in Apple Podcast for the longest time. Like, anyway, we're there now, and that's all that matters. So let's take a listen to all the sad times we had to say, hey, accept Apple Podcast. Yeah.
So yeah, that's oh yeah, you can find us on Spotify and all the other podcast networks other than Apple Podcasts. We are getting there, hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us how you're doing, by the way.
Yeah.
Catch us on everything except Apple Podcasts.
Yeah. You can.
Yeah, okay, we hope you really enjoyed this episode. If you want to reach out to us, you can reach out on P3T Podcast on Instagram. Also, you can find us on any podcast
Except Apple Music.
Apple
Podcast.
Yeah. Yes.
What else? You can find us on all platforms apart from Apple Music. Maybe that should be our theme song.
Platforms.
All podcast platforms apart from Apple Music. I'm starting to think that should be our theme song. Apple Music, Apple Podcast. Yo, come on an iPhone, you need to use on Spotify. Basically, is what
Get
we're
an
saying.
iPhone, get a laptop.
Find us at any podcast listening platform apart from Apple Podcasts. Yeah.
Hey, you guys, if there's one thing I love about this world we live in, is there's one concept that proves to be true over and over again, and it's the fact that when you hit rock bottom, the only way you go is up. Yeah? I love that concept because us, that period of time when we used to say, hey, accept Apple Pod, yeah, that was rock bottom. Yeah. And we thank God that the only way we can go is up. We thank the Lord for that. Anyway, moving on. Our next segment. Now, if you're in a podcast with friends, it can be tricky because sometimes while recording the podcast, you start pigging stories that should not be in the podcast. So you will start to be like, oh yeah, off record. Unakumbuka nani? You know I met her yesterday. Ni. So, hey man, it's literally so funny how an episode could take an hour, but the actual content is within, 45 minutes. So 15 minutes could just be us sidetracking. 15 whole minutes. Imagine. Anyway, here is the number of times we've had to say off record throughout the period of 2022.
This is all off record.
Mine was on.
Okay, sorry. So mine is off. When I start speaking, it's off record. All of this is off record for sure. Yeah.
Off record.
All of this is off the record.
Oh, what you off the record?
Off record.
Off record. Unattainable. Okay, it's not unachievable, unattainable. Okay, so off record, Tamiron. Editing Tamiron off record. Now,
Sorry, off record. It's off record. What was conscious?
In case someone was actually waiting to hear what was off record, yeah, I mean, for obvious reasons. It could not be included in this episode because it was off record for a reason. So, yeah, poleni, pole. Anyway, moving on. Now, when you are a young podcast and you're starting out in your podcast journey, you start off with, equipment that is around. And sometimes the mic just pick up every single noise in the building where you're recording. So it could be kids running outside, it could be planes flying, it could be birds. Every sound is picked up. It's a thing. By the way, we trust that hopefully with time, as we continue to grow, we'll be able to get equipment that is better, But for now, I guess we can take this opportunity to use those random interruptions as bloopers. So here are the random times we got interrupted by random things. In the background. Yes, let's go.
so our first question of the day is, are you introverted? So our first question of the day is, are you introverted, extroverted, or ambiverted?
Yes, Dan.
Thank you. I think I perceive. Yep.
That's a lot of names.
Yeah.
So do we chill
Yeah.
until she finishes?
Until wait for the cat like this.
Okay.
You guys calling?
When did you start calling?
Right now, like a few seconds ago.
Okay, counter.
I said food.
Kata. Kata. What do you mean? Oh, he doesn't know we're using a phone. Is the recording still going? See who way?
I don't know.
You've never had that call?
Like how you can grow, get to where he is.
Jinsi ambavyo umeruka.
Sorry.
You had the best night of your life. So when you know yourself, then you know the things that you consider fun. And let nobody lie to you. You don't need to be drunk to have fun.
Yeah.
You can have fun when you're sober. So
I felt more safe being.
Imagine nakwambiwa. I meant imagine tanka inawekwa kwa tanka. Unaelewa?
So I would grade myself maybe like a 5 there, but I'm working on it. So as long as I have that constant mindset of wanting.
Should we just offer to wash the dishes? What is nice? Because it's like 5 plates. Florence. Flo. Tutaosha vyombo. Juu ya kelele. Tutaziosha.
We cry. Then I'm back to it. I'm like, okay, fine, let's do this.
Yeah.
So
Mpiga kelele.
So I jump back into the cycle, what I need to do.
Another question is
One day we need to do this bloopers. Priscilla's different sound. I saw it. Thank you, Pauline.
That's funny.
My best joke. Only one person laughs. All of them. Okay, I guess you guys go.
Yeah.
Ah, man. You guys, we've come to the last segment. Imagine Zimeisha. But anyway, on to our last segment. This were just random. I've said random so many times. But anyway, these were just random. I don't know, random bloopers. I guess, let me just call them random bloopers. Things that we said that did not fall into any of our segments, but just had to be included in this episode because they were funny and they were bloopers. So yeah, let's take a listen.
We're going to be talking about dressing. Guo. Do we like it? Do we not like it? I mean, today. So forget it.
Potentially.
I think.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, short one.
Yeah.
Pauline.
Those prayers are normally said on the toilet bowl because
They're like, God, I promise if you take this away from me, I'll never do it again.
next week to go on.
That's how you can tell.
But also because of how you speak. Namgonga na kaua. Nikana nataka kutupiga.
Bro.
We're going to pull up on us here.
I was trying to go as deep as you. I can at some point.
Maybe she'll just know.
Doesn't even like hurt your throat.
No, in fact, speaking her, like once when I meet you people, like hi, hi, is Karen. Then I start to know, I'm like Sema, how are you? Yeah.
Because if I was to talk like that for like more than 5 minutes, my throat would start.
Oh, for real? Me, I can talk like that easy. Ati sasa mimi nitapuliza hii filimbi kama kuna ipo na nitapuliza na kupuliza na nikipuliza na kibia. Sasa ukimbia na mimi in the direction that you are hearing the filimbi. So now if for some reason you don't hear the filimbi, please na nini listen uje pia mimi nimeenda. And now I'm just like, so we didn't send a consent form for death. We signed it for adventure. First of all, that man told us, this is Karen, that man told us we're going for a moonlight walk. You think, romantic kidogo. Yeah. You know that time it's camp, you've seen someone has seen it. Only for you to go hiking on a mountainside. In the darkness, then munabiwa firibi. And we also told each of our churches and there was no moonlight.
You guys, I'm getting thoroughly entertained. Entertained.
Good thoughts all around. How I finish? Sorry.
Thank you.
Let's just finish this episode.
Yeah, after the episode.
You cut this part out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sisters, because of God's great mercy to us, I appeal to you. offer yourselves as a Hey, let me start again. So then, my brothers and so then.
On a scale of 1 to 10, yeah.
No, just yes or no. Do you like it? Do you not like it?
Do I what?
Do you like it? Do you not like it?
Say the question again.
Do you like it?
Do I like what?
Sorry. Do you like how confident you are?
Talking about self-awareness. Who are we? Unajijua ama ujijui? Tutalia ama atuli?
Atuli.
Shout out, Dave. If you don't get it, forget about it. Yeah.
The 2022 season has come to an end, at least for us. All these bloopers were from recordings that we did in 2022, and honestly we wouldn't have done all those minutes of content if it weren't for you guys' support. So we're so grateful, we're so thankful. Thank you for also getting to this point of this auditory journey. I really don't take it for granted, and neither do the girls. Share, because we worked very hard, especially on this episode. We worked very, very hard on it. So it would be amazing if you'd share to everyone and anyone. And yeah, by the way, exciting news. If you enjoyed the D3T episode that we did, the masculinity episode, well, I have better news, bigger news, more exciting news. They started a podcast. Yes, Andrew, Dave, and Dan, as well as another friend of theirs called Thomas, who was actually supposed to be the T in D3T, have started a podcast. And you guys, if you loved the masculinity episode, you're definitely going to love this. Forever in my mind they will be called D3T, but unfortunately that's not what they identify as. They are called the Thread Pod. Just look for the Thread Pod on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. Yes, and yeah, enjoy yourselves. I just had to plug them. You just have to plug your homies because they are doing an amazing job. But anyway, thank you for listening. Share with everybody you know. We're available on all podcast platforms, including Apple Podcasts. Yes, and yeah, follow us on our social media. Pala Instagram tunajiita P3T podcast. If you want to write us an email, write us an email at p3tpodcastke@gmail.com. And yes, bye homies, have yourself a beautiful rest of your day.